Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTWBRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. We are playing as the WWF in the year 2001, but more importantly, we are booking the invasion angle. And right now, we are going to be running the Sunday Night Heat portion, so nothing too shabby, just another minor show to get some people over. So let us go and run this show, shall we? We're going to have 3 pre-show matches on the Sunday Night Heat show. And a pre-show match that had subpar wrestling and got a little bit of heat. Billy Kidman defeating Justin Incredible with the Shooting Star Press. We got a C- here. Kidman with the C- rating. Incredible with the D+. I believe Billy should be accompanied by Tori as well, so nothing too special here. Moving, what's this? Justin Incredible debuted a new power spot that showcased his ability to sell well. His psychology will be helped by using this. Well, good for Justin Incredible, in case you didn't watch the Monday Night Raw one. In that case, why are you watching Sunday Night Heat instead of Monday Night Raw? Either way, though, just like Chris Benoit did in the main event where he debuted a new Hope spot, apparently. Here is Justin Incredible debuting a new power spot, so apparently that'll help him. We then go on to a D+ and a pre-show match that had subpar wrestling and little heat. Chronic, which is Brian Adams and Brian Clark, defeating Kai and Tai, which is Taka Michinoku and Sho Funaki. When Brian Clark defeated Michinoku with a power bomb. Both Adams and Clark have a C, and Taka at a D+ along with Funaki. Taka's improving in Rumble. And in our main event of the pre-show, in a decent pre-show match, Raven defeating Perry Saturn with a pile driver. Raven had an in-ring performance of a B-, and Perry Saturn with a C+. I believe Terry also accompanies Perry to the ring, so maybe that'll help him out there. Look at that, Raven with that star quality. Yes. I'm a big Raven fan, so we might be pushing him. Moving on to the start of the show, we have a D. We start with a D. In an abysmal match, Rhino defeating Necro Butcher. He's an independent star. We hired him from the local whatever thing. He defeated him with a gore, making defense number 3 of his hardcore title. The hot crowd was against Necro Butcher, chanting for him not to come back, so that's a second wrestler they did not. This match was a poor way to start the show and took away from the crowd's enthusiasm. Oh boy. Rhino did look excellent out there, though, so there is that. So also Necro Butcher's improving his performance skills. And then we just go to an angle where Jonathan Coachman tries to catch up with Rhino. And of course, when he does, he asks him about his recent hardcore title defenses. Rhino's response was simple. He says there's no competition here in the hardcore division, and nobody in the WWF can take his title from him. So that's why he offers outsiders title shots. Coach then says, well, some people are saying that you're scared, which then prompts Rhino to grab Coach by his collar or his shirt, push him up against the wall, and he says, Rhino isn't afraid of anybody. Next week, send me your best. And he just throws Coach to the ground as he walks away. So Rhino there, everybody. We then go to a C-. What the hell? And about that had subpar wrestling and a little heat. Trish Stratus defeating Molly Holly with Stratus Faction. Trish Stratus sustained extreme bedhead. What? What does that even mean? Apparently, Trish had the in-ring performance of a C- while Molly was at a D+. That's a little hard to believe if you ask me. At least Trish at this time. Either way, what the hell does extreme bedhead mean? Watch, they're going to tell me. Trish Stratus sustained extreme bedhead in this match. What? I don't even understand what that is, but okay. We then have a segment. I didn't write anything here. Jamie Noble just coming out pretty much. This is his first show since his call up from the developmental system. We called him up, by the way, because he was complaining. And it's his first show since. And Jamie Noble is pretty much going to be debuting his new gimmick here, which is a prima donna. He's going to be, let's see if it helps him out at all. He got above average. That's awesome. So we got a prima donna gimmick here, which means he just pretty much feels everything revolves around him. And he's coming out saying, tonight's my debut match, and I want to make it a good showing, so give me your best, pretty much, blah, 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 which then prompts Al Snow to come out, and we have our match, which gets a C, and about that at subpar wrestling and little heat. Al Snow defeating Jamie Noble with the snowplow. And what a way to debut. Noble's improving in performance. So we got a C. That's actually pretty impressive. Good for you guys. We then go to a backstage segment, which is a C minus. Billy Gunn is backstage. He's putting the moves on Trish Stratus after her match, of course. And then Test walks up and he just tells Billy Gunn, you know, man, back off. He pretty much says that, you know, you disgust me and you're nothing more than a perv. Billy Gunn, of course, a little offended by that. He goes, you know what, Test? Why don't you fight me tonight if you have a problem with me? And then Test says pretty much, you know, there's nothing more than I'd like to kick your head off, so you're on. And then we have our main event of the night. So moving on to that, we then go to a P+ rating, which is just the Raw recap going over the events that took place between Vince and Shane, which is the whole title for title match. Of course, then we have Stone Cold calling out the Brothers of Destruction, getting beat, and then abandoning Triple H, which then led to Triple H losing his Intercontinental Championship in a match against Kurt Angle and Benoit, which Benoit won. So Kevin Kelly and Scott Hudson still not good on the mic, but what can you do? Moving on from this, we go to our main event, which gets a C rating, and a bout that had decent wrestling, but not much weight in heat, or didn't have much weight in heat, it says. Test defeating Billy Gunn with a pump handle slam. So Test had an in-ring performance of a C, while Gunn was at a C minus. So we end the show, and we got a C+. Nothing too shabby there. And then we move on to the Friday Night SmackDown show. We have no locker room incidents here, but we do go to here, and we did have a locker room incident on Heat. So Chad Patton, who is one of the referees, was accused, not accused, whatever that word is, accused and was brought to locker room court for not paying his portion of a rental car. He was found guilty by The Rock and then sentenced to pay the full bill. And then he had also reimbursed the other people who had to pay, you know, basically his portion of the bill. And apparently Patton's behavior improved because of that. So there's that. So we are going to move on to not Monday Night Raw, on to Friday Night SmackDown. But until then, nerds and geeks, I'll see you guys later. So my name's been OMG, WTF, LOL, TWBRB. If you have enjoyed, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe if you have not already. And that's it. I'll see you later. I said that once already, but that's what you get when you mess up your outro. So see you later for the third time.